Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys are all doing wonderful. I have a new pick a card for you guys today, and we are taking a look at what your person's thoughts are of you right now. I do have 3 piles for you to choose from, beginning on the left with the ice cream cone. Pile 2 is the tart. Pile 3, we're going to call it a cake slice. And just before you jump into timestamps, a little disclaimer, there may or may not be some construction noise during the reading. I hope there isn't any, but if there is, I am so sorry. It's not what I wanted. I guess the timing just wasn't right, but I've already kind of delayed it because the noise was a lot louder. So anyways, timestamps are in the description and comment section. Meet you guys at your pile. Hi, pile 1. You guys are the ice cream cone pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading. If you're new, hello. Please consider subscribing if you do end up enjoying this reading. And for those of you subscribed, thank you guys for all your patience, your support, whether on here or on Instagram as well. And for those who have booked personal readings, and my shop is open. I think I still have some readings I need to restock, and I am throwing around another special idea, so I will let you guys know once I do figure that out. But the link to my Etsy shop for personals is in the description box. Today's pick a card reading is, what are their thoughts right now of you? So I have everything ready to go. Let's find out, pile 1. See what your person has been thinking about you. Just gonna sort out the cards. So we have the 9 of Presents to begin with. We have the Hierophant and the Queen of Needles. Clarifying these cards, we have the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and wow, the Emperor. Okay, so some pretty big major arcana with the Hierophant and the Emperor cards showing up. Do I need to call out like any specific? I mean, we have Aries energy, but pretty much everything is on the board here, so I don't really find it too necessary to go further onto that part. But let me just take a look and see what we have going on with your person. And so really what I'm getting with the first column is your person sees you in your element. They see you standing out from the rest, that you are gaining attention, not just from them. There's a lot of people that are paying attention to you, that are interested in you. So there's a little bit of a jealousy thing here, because they know how much attention you're getting, and then it's like, okay, are you not entertaining someone, or are you talking to someone? Is there someone else? There's a little bit uncertainty kind of what's going on, but they do see you just really just standing out above the rest, and you have everything going for you. The 9 of Presents being the 9 of Pentacles in traditional Rider-Waite, and that's your, you know, your independent and beautiful, attractive person who has everything going for them, just happy in life, has it pretty much all figured out. You are good on your own. It's that independent vibe that's just positive. That's all it is. And so we have the Hierophant being clarified by the 10 of Cups, and these two cards combined are beautiful. And the reason is, of course, we have the Hierophant, and I've explained it in some of my personals. You know, all the cards, of course, they have different meanings, or a few different meanings, right? The way that I work with my spirit guides, they kind of tend to know what I relate to each card for, and usually for me the Hierophant is always about some type of commitment or relationship, and that's pretty clear right here, because with that we have the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups is all about like that happily ever after type feel that you have with your person. They know that they could have that with you, and this is really wanting them to commit. And I feel like a part of it too, going back to this, is there's a fear of losing you because there's other people, and they really don't know what's going on. I mean, unless they can hack into your account, and that's kind of creepy all on its own, right? They wouldn't really know unless it's something out in the open. So I feel like that's kind of triggering them and wanting them to really, okay, if I don't step up, I can lose my chance at this happily ever after with them, because someone else is going to snatch this person before I have a chance. And so we have the Queen of Needles and the Emperor, and when I laid down the Queen of Needles, really what I was getting is that they feel that, you know, you're kind of giving them the cold shoulder, that you're not really paying attention to them, that you're kind of distanced, cold, just not really giving them any type of attention. And that's probably another reason why over here they're afraid of all these people that are giving you attention. They're kind of feeling like you're giving your attention elsewhere. So we have the Emperor, and so whether or not, I'm not going to try to go into the labels because you guys kind of know how I said in the last reading and some of the piles, you know, at the bottom, at the end of it, it doesn't really matter what label you slap on it. It's a spiritual connection. And you know, if it doesn't apply, then just leave it. For those that it does apply, then, you know, take it. You know, that's just how it works with these pick a card readings. It's general. But whether or not, I feel like your person really wants to connect. So I feel like there's a little bit of a power struggle first off, because you're not taking any kind of crap from your person. You are just, you've gotten to this point. There's a construction noise. I'm so sorry, you guys. Please forgive me. I hope you can hear me. If I have to pause it, I'll pause it. Oh gosh, it's gonna be driving me crazy. Okay. But I feel like there's somewhat of a power struggle because you're like, I'm good. I'm over here independent, and this is what the Queen of Needles, Queen of Swords is, and it is about a separation, not being together. And so your person is seeing that you're strong on your own. You're the Nine of Pentacles, but you're also the Queen of Swords. And of course, we're just looking at the energy, so guys, don't focus too much on, you know, the gender. It doesn't make a difference. Oh my god. Let me pause this and I'll be right back. Okay, that felt like forever. I'm like, what was I saying? I was saying it feels like a power struggle with these, because it feels like you know, we have a masculine energy with the Emperor, and then we have the Queen of Needles, who is a very strong feminine queen energy that came through, and it's all about independence and kind of having a little bit more, you know, structure, a little bit more rational, logical kind of approach to things. And so your person does think that things have kind of been, it's just kind of like you guys have been bumping heads a little bit. Now, whether or not that resonates, you'll know about that. But the other thing I was getting with this is that your person sees you standing in your power, and you're kind of not really letting them in. And with the Emperor, what I was getting at first was more of this energy about them wanting to prove to you that you do need them, that they have something of value to add to your life. And that was what I was getting with it. So it is a little bit of a power struggle, but also because, you know, they know that they've pushed you to that point where you're kind of like, okay, I'm not putting up with anything, I'm gonna separate, I'm gonna go and do my own thing. And now they're just like, okay, I want to prove to you. And, you know, that's very strong energy. I say it on my personals, and I mentioned it before. I always look at the middle column as the strongest energy. And the strongest energy here is really talking about someone who is thinking about commitment with you because they see long-term potential. They see that happily ever after type of energy that is possible between the two of you. But they know, you know, there's some stuff they have to prove, and they also know right now they're a little bit afraid that there's a chance of losing you. So let's get your oracle cards and add on to your reading. I'm just going to start over here. We have passion, stay in bed, happy with you. We have verde prato, wounds, and we have the talisman. Okay. Can I just point out over here how much green we have? And that's all about the heart chakra. So your person, even though we're looking at their thoughts, it does feel like there's a lot of feelings for you that are coming through pile one as far as what they're thinking. And it adds with that happy with you card too. I mean, that's a beautiful card, and it's the number 2. And I just think, you know, 2 of Cups energy, and it's about that soulmate, their harmonious partnership, things that are working out for the best between you guys. So that's what I get with that. But let's jump to the other cards. That's really what I want to take a look at. So we have passion, and that is your person is just thinking about how you have a very special, unique connection, but there's a lot of passion. So really, I think your person is more in their feelings, pile one, versus what they're thinking. I do think they're thinking, but when they're thinking, it's more about their fears of losing you. But they feel like there's an insane amount of chemistry, just that magnetism between the two of you, that passion, that desire that they're feeling for you. And then we have stay in bed. And I feel like this one is connected to the Verde Prato card. And the reason is when I see stay in bed, really what I get is your person just, it's like, you kind of get like that depressed mode. So I do feel like with this card, they're missing you. They're kind of upset because of this possibility of losing you for good. Like they realize like it's almost like at the breaking point. It's just that last bit. Like I'm just picturing like a rope, and it's like the rest has teared off at the end. There's just like this little bit hanging on, and that's kind of what it is. Hanging on by a thread is really what I get. And so your person's a little bit scared, a little bit nervous. And also with that, the wound card, and I feel that your person is just knowing how they've done you wrong, how they've pushed you into this Queen of Swords energy. They know that they've upset you. They know they've let you down, and that's what's caused the separation. But really they are happy with you. And so the talisman, and I feel like they're trying to listen to their intuition about what to do. Some of them, if they are, you know, a little bit more spiritual, they may talk to their angels. They may talk to their spirit guides. Maybe they just talk to God, or, you know, whatever belief you have, because I know I have many viewers around. I just have to say, I had a lot of viewers do personals, I think from like Germany and Australia as of late, and Canada. So thank you guys. Thank you so much to my international viewers. Very awesome to see that. I'm sorry, I just had to throw that in because I keep forgetting in the other pick cards, but it made me think of that. But also with that, I feel like your person is just like, I'm ready to follow you. I'm ready to do what it takes to get to this end goal. Like that's really what I get with your person, and that's what they've been thinking, pile one. So I apologize for the noise. I hope it wasn't too bad. Trust me, it was a lot worse after I paused the video. It was so bad. It was so loud. But if you are interested in a personal reading, the link again is in my Etsy shop is in the description box, along with my Instagram for more pick a card readings in written format. Comment, like, share, subscribe if you're not already. It really helps the channel grow, you guys, so I would appreciate it, especially if you do watch more than a few of my readings, so that would be great. But that is it. Thank you so much, pile one. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hi, pile two. You guys are the tart pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. For those of you subscribed, thank you guys so much for your patience with me and your support and your concerns when I do go MIA. Thank you so much. Disclaimer, again, in case you were really fast about getting to the pile, there's a little bit of construction going on around me, so if that noise picks up, I am so sorry. It picked up on pile one. I hope it doesn't on pile two or pile three, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So anyways, today's pick a card reading is what are their thoughts of you right now. Let's get to it. Everything is sorted out and ready to go. I'm just going to separate the cards. So starting off, we have the High Priestess, we have Death, and we have the Four of Presents. And then clarifying these cards, we have the Page of Swords, the Lovers, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, there is Scorpio and Gemini energy coming through. There is quite a bit of air energy, honestly, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have the pretty much everything. I don't think we have fire. Do we not have fire? I'm making sure before I say it. Yeah, I don't see any fire, so kind of interesting because I know one of the pick cards it just seemed like it was all fire. So today is a little bit different. So let me just take a look and see what we have going on here as far as what your person is thinking about pile two. So your person is really kind of seeing you. You're very distant, like you're coming off to them as being very mysterious and kind of like, what are you up to? What are you doing? I feel like you're kind of keeping to yourself a little bit, or at least in your person's mind you are. And they're like, what are you doing? And so that's why I say with the Page of Swords, they're kind of, and they're not kind of, they are spying on you to try to figure out what you're up to. What are you doing? They're kind of not sure where, like, it would kind of be like they don't know where they stand with you, almost, with this type of energy that I'm picking up on right now. And it's just because you seem so far apart, you seem so far away, you're just not really revealing much to them. So they're just like, and that's kind of the energy I get with you guys. And then we have two, we have a major arcana clarified by another major arcana with Death and the Lovers. And to me, this is pretty simple, and I think you guys probably picked up on it before I even got to it. But this is about your person wanting this new opportunity and making the choice to choose love. You are their soulmate. They feel like there is a connection here. They want a brand new rebirth. They want a brand new restart. They want a second chance to fix things. And maybe that's why you're so distant. Maybe that's why they don't know what's going on, because you were like, bye, and you just kind of went off and did your own thing, and now like they have no idea what's up with you. They don't know what's going on. You just are coming off as very mysterious, pile 2, as far as what your person's thinking. But they do see you, with the Lovers, as someone very special. And I mentioned it in the last pick a card reading, and I'm just gonna say it again, whether or not you associate with soulmate, twin flame, whatever, it really doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, it's a spiritual connection. That's really all it comes down to. So you can use whatever label fits here. You plug it in, and I will support you on it, and that's all there is to it. All right, so we have the Four of Presents with the Ace of Swords. So give me a second, because I kind of figured you out. I'm just adjusting back here. Getting comfortable. What I'm getting with this, your person is thinking they've held back from you a lot. They've held back what they're feeling, what they're thinking. They haven't really communicated. And I feel like there's been a 180 here, where in the past it was your person who was mysterious, where you're like, well, who are you talking to? What are you doing? What's going on in your life? What's going on? How do you feel? What are you thinking? And that's what I get with that. It's like your person was in that energy. But now the table has turned, where you're the one who's so distant now. And they feel like you're holding back and you're hiding something. And so with this column, really what it is about your person recognizing that they haven't given you anything, that they haven't really expressed or shared much with you. And so I feel like they kind of know things have changed all of a sudden. Now it's like they want to open up to you. They want to tell you the truth. They want to communicate with you with the Ace of Swords. And that's what this column is all about. It's about being honest with you, revealing things, sharing things, not holding back anymore. That's what it comes down to with that. So let's get to your oracle cards and see what we have. We have the Dragonfly, we have a Fact of Life, we have a Feeling Depressed, and then over here, what do we have? We have the Snow Queen, Loyalty, and a Sacred Pool. Alright, let's just start with the Fact of Life. It's the birds and the bees. Your person is feeling that sexual energy. Is it Leo energy that's coming through as of late? We're in Leo season. I think it's Leo. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I probably am. But if I'm not, then hey, great. That's awesome. But that, your person is feeling that sexual energy. They're thinking about you in that kind of way. They are desiring you and wanting to be with you intimately. So that is what the Fact of Life card is all about. We have the Dragonfly. And this one, it says, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. And not really the lighthearted. I feel more it's about things coming to light. I feel like that's the biggest thing here with your person, realizing they want a second chance. They want another opportunity to make things better. They realizing where they kind of went wrong, and part of it was about holding back and being secretive, and now it's like the table is turned and they don't like it. They don't like not knowing what's up with you, and it's kind of driving them crazy. I just feel like they're constantly trying to search for information about you to figure out what's up with you. And we have feeling depressed. And this one, I mean, it's an obvious, right? There's really not much to add here. But I do think it's just kind of going back to the realization that things could technically be over. And to kind of switch it up, and this wasn't what I got at first, but when I see this card and I go back to the Death and the Lover's card, it is where they're kind of thinking, is this really over? Did I just lose my soulmate? Did I lose the love of my life? And so there's a little bit of fear with that, but they are feeling really heartbroken and sad, knowing that there is a good chance that it might be completely over between the two of you. I know that's a really, deep thought that they may be having. You guys know what would apply where you guys are in your journey or your connection, what's going on with you guys. So if that doesn't apply, just leave it for the next person. It'll get to who it needs to. So that's just kind of how it works with the cards. So don't take it, the wrong way. If you're like, no, that's not my person. Okay, cool. Just leave it, let it go. Let it go for the next person. We have the Snow Queen and loyalty. And really what I get with this, it's like a before and after, or past, present, future kind of thing. So in the past, this is kind of going back to the dragonfly. Another thing that they've realized that in the past, you've been nothing but loyal to them. You've been nothing but loyal to this connection. You have been there through thick and thin. You are the one that was always there, right? And so presently, this is like the two side now, that's like they're trying to be loyal to you and make things better, right? They want that second chance, but they're thinking your loyalty is somewhere else now. They're thinking your loyalty doesn't lie within your connection. So it's that past, present, and then the future. And the future is that they want, both of you, each other, to be loyal to one another. And that's what their hope is, especially with the Lover's card, that you guys can come back together, have this union, reunion, coming together, whatever, phrase, word you want to use. You can, use that, that's fine. But that's really what I get with the loyalty card. And then we have the Sacred Pool. And I haven't seen this card, like, I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest. You guys probably haven't seen me use this deck in a while, and there's a reason why. You can ask any tarot reader. We connect with certain cards and decks a little bit more. And honestly, this deck I haven't connected with the most. Probably just because of stuff like this. Just the Sacred Pool. I haven't used it. It's a good deck though, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful artwork, as you can see here. And so, the Sacred Pool, honestly, when I was laying it down, I get information as I lay down the cards, and sometimes I remember to tell you guys, and sometimes I don't. When I do personals, I try to get that information out, because I'm like, okay, I need to get that to you. So I'm sorry if I don't. I tend not to do that in my YouTube readings, because I know there's a lot of information I cover. But okay, going back to the card, I know. I always, that's just how I work, you guys. That's how my mind works. That's how it is. When I laid down this card, what I was getting with the Sacred Pool was more about detoxifying your connection, cleansing it. That's really what I was getting. I don't know. When I meditate, there tends to be this place in heaven, like higher dimensions, where there's like this rainbow waterfall. And I always go there to cleanse. And so that's kind of the energy I was picking up on with this card. And your person knowing. So I feel like it's not just the connection. I feel like your person is thinking that they kind of need to clean up their act. They need to approach this more seriously or more cautiously. What's the right word? I don't know. It's... I hate when this happens. Just more sensitively, like to be more aware of what they're doing, what they're saying, how their actions affect you, what they say, how it affects you. Just being more aware of really the consequences, like knowing, okay, if I do this or if I say this, then this is probably how my person is going to react, right? And so that's what I kind of feel like there's a little bit of a shift here, realizing that kind of goes back to the dragonfly again, just realizing how they impacted this connection, how kind of things kind of got to this point to where they're thinking that it might be over. So, but that's what I get with the sacred pool. I don't think I was getting too much else other than like a cleansing, cleaning up things. And of course there is green. So I feel like part of the reason too is that your person's heart chakra was blocked in the past. They probably weren't emotionally available to begin with. And that's always, it's not fun. It's really not, because you're trying to connect with like a brick wall. Let's be honest. If you are dealing with someone who's emotionally unavailable, you're not connecting heart to heart. You're connecting to a brick wall. And that brick wall can get really cold sometimes. So it's not fun. And my heart goes out to you if that's what you're dealing with your person, pile 2. It's not a fun time down on me, but it's not a fun situation. It's not. It's really, really not. And your person, and that probably is another reason why your person held back so much too. So your person, I feel like it's just taking that ownership of realizing where they went wrong, where they could have done better, what they could have done better is what I mean, and how they could have moved things along. But right now really is, they do want you. I mean, we have birds and bees over here, but they don't like this not knowing where they stand. I feel like your person, in a way, pile 2, kind of took you for granted, thinking, you know, you're always there, that you probably gave so much of yourself to this connection, and just kind of wanting things to change and not really realizing your person was emotionally unavailable. And now your person's like, they don't like it, and they kind of see that there's a chance of losing you. They are spying on you. They are keeping tabs on you to see what's up, and they just are worried. They're hoping that you guys can start over and have a second chance, but right now there's that thought. They are really thinking that things could possibly be over between the two of you. If your person, you know, if your person held back from you and wasn't open with you, please don't take this as like confirmation, oh, I need to go reach out to them. No, don't do that. Let them come to you. Because if someone was emotionally unavailable, then let them grow up, and that way you know that things will be different if you do come together. Otherwise, if they still have their heart closed and blocked off, it's only going to hurt you more, because you're going to be together. So it's just for those of you who resonate with that. If not, just leave it. That's all I need to say. That is a pile 2. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description box, as well as my Instagram for more pick a card readings in the written format. Comment, like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and especially if you watch more than a few of my pick a cards, just subscribe. Just do it. It really does help the channel though. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got, pile 2. Thank you guys for tuning into a reading. Hope to see you guys on another one. I hope to get to you, post another one sooner than later. Sorry. Thank you guys for supporting me still. That's it, pile 2. See you on the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 3. You guys are the cake slice. Welcome to your pick a card reading. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. For those of you subscribed, thank you guys so much for your support, for always being patient with me, supporting me still, even when I go MIA. And those of you that express your concern, thank you so much. I'm doing okay, by the way. So today's pick a card reading is, what are their thoughts right now of you? So I have everything sorted and ready to go. Just a disclaimer in pile 1, because I did mention it in the intro, I have some construction work going on around me, so there may or may not be construction noise. Hopefully not. Pile 2 went scotch-free. Pile 1, I had to pause, so I'm hoping you guys are like pile 2, and that we don't have to worry about it, because I don't want to pause. It's not fun as a reader to have to pause for a little while when I have all these thoughts running through downloads. So let's get to your pick a card reading, pile 3. What is your person thinking of you right now? So we have the World, we have the 8 of Presents, and we have the Sun. Those are beautiful cards. To be honest, the energy that I've gotten through these cards is beautiful. I was telling pile 2, sometimes I get like messages as I put down the cards. I tend not to like really dive into it unless I really feel like it's something I will forget, or you know, I'll probably pick up on it later. But based off of these cards, these are just, it's beautiful. So let's clarify these cards and add on to it. We have the King of Swords, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Ten of Swords. So it takes a little bit of a deeper turn. It's like, you know, very happy up here and then a little bit more deep down here. And let me just take a look. Is there any kind of energy? Not really, not too much I really want to call out. I feel like everything is here. So as far as energies, we have it all, like, you know, nothing really specific to call out. Let me just take a look here. I know, I'm like, this first column, I'm trying to, you know, it's like those, it's not a contradicting type of energy I'm getting. I feel like it's kind of hard though when you have, like, even over here, you have the Sun and then you have the Ten of Swords. Like, what? Those are like complete opposites. So that's kind of what it is. And maybe your person has been kind of hot and cold, pile 3. Maybe they're like, 1 minute they're in, 1 minute they're out. What's that song? Is it the Hokey Pokey? You know, you put your left foot in, you take your left foot out. I'm not gonna sing, but you guys know what I'm saying. That's kind of the energy. It's kind of like just shifty. I don't know, that's the phrase that came to me. Maybe that'll resonate, you know. It's crazy, but trust me, some of the words that come out, it's meant to be for somebody, for some type of confirmation they need. So whoever that shifty comment was for, that's, there you go, that's your thing. And really, okay, when I put down the World card, so let me just, can I just do, I'm going to do it a little bit different because I really want to just kind of go into what I was getting initially, because it was really good. And then it's a little bit deeper on the clarifying cards. So we have the World, and when I saw the World and when I put it down, it was more about your person wanting to give you the world. That's really what I got. And then with the Eight of Presents, it's about them really investing into this, making things work out, fixing what they may have broken. And why the Sun card? Because you are their sun. You bring that warmth and that happiness into their life. And that's what I was getting with these 3 cards. And so this is why I use clarifiers, because then you look down below and it's like complete opposite. What I'm getting with the World card is that your person kind of feels like you guys have been going through cycles. And I feel like with the King of Swords, they're trying to be logical. They're trying to understand, why does the same shit keep happening over and over and over? And I feel for like a lot of you, it's going to be on your person's end, and that same thing keeps repeating. But also, you know, when it comes to cycles, it is a 2-person thing. And it's like, okay, if you're dealing with the cycles 2, pile 3, then you have to realize, okay, if it's affecting you, those cycles and your connection, you're a part of it. Even if your person's acting a certain way or doing certain things, you know, whatever the case may be, as far as what this cycle is, maybe it is about you detaching from it. Okay, so, you know, it's just, you know, trying to be honest. When it comes to cycles, that's just how it works. Trust me, I've been there. That's why I say it. I don't give you guys information or say things just to say something. It's stuff that I've been through, and I've experienced myself. So that's why I share that with you guys. But your person, they're not really aware what they're doing, and a lot of it is them, and a lot of it is their actions I'm trying to figure out. And I feel like they're tired of it too, just as much as you are. I think you got tired of it first though. Of course you did, you know, because that's not how you want your person to act. And now they're kind of seeing that now you're not acting how they want you to act because you're tired of it. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of contradicting a little bit in the beginning because it was about wanting to give you the world, but then we throw in that King of Swords and it throws it a little bit differently in a different direction. And we have the Eight of Presents, and so we have the Three of Cups. And I feel like your person, this is still the same energy about wanting to fix what they've broken, wanting to make things better between the two of you. This is more about Three of Cups, plain and simple. This is a third party, whether it's a person, career, school, other obligations, hobbies even. I think someone commented, can video game playing be a third party? Yeah, I mean, it's a distraction. A third party is a distraction, some type of interference that is causing a delay within your connection. And so take whatever resonates. A lot of you, it is going to be a third party, like as in a person. And you guys know, it's not fun to hear. I know, trust me, I know. It's not. But I'm here to be honest with you as a reader and to give you that information because, like, girl, why are you going to wait for someone who just keeps giving their energy somewhere else when you can be living the life that you want and be happy? You know, that's all. I just want you guys to be happy. And it's not, I know it's hard sometimes to hear the messages. I know. I've done my own readings and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I had to read for myself. You know how hard that is? Yeah, it sucks. I know. But that's what I'm getting with this. It is more of a third party as in a person. And if you were kind of on the fence of is there or isn't there, possibly was. Again, this is general reading. You're going to know though. And trust your intuition, you guys. That's all I can say. You know. If something feels off, don't give them the benefit of the doubt. Just be honest with yourself as much as it may hurt. You know, don't waste your time either. So we have the Sun card. So yeah, you know, how I was saying, they think of you and you make them happy. There's all this happiness and sunshine and joy that they feel with you. And so I was saying, you know, we have the Sun and then we have the Ten of Swords. And so it kind of all combines into it beautifully. It all meshes together and it connects to the third party. And this is how, like, it's their realization of, and I feel like I did a personal, I don't think this was a pick a card on Instagram. Either it was a Instagram pick a card or this was a personal, and I think it was a personal, so this might be that other person, and I hope she put this pile. What I get with this is really them realizing that you brought this happiness and warmth and care. You were there for them. You invested. You really showed them that you wanted to be with them and that you wanted this really happy relationship with them. And how do they repay you? Well, they hurt you. They stabbed you in the back. They caused this heartache and sadness and betrayal because of this third party. And usually, you know, I don't think a career third party or a school third party is gonna hurt as much as a person third party, you know, because then you're talking about someone who rejected you and went into a different direction with someone else thinking the grass was greener on the other side. And now they're feeling this Ten of Swords because now they feel the guilt of it, and now they think, you know, maybe they've dealt with this before. You know, if you know what kind of relationships they've been in, a lot of, I mean, I don't know. I didn't know from my ex. I didn't really know what kind of relationships, just kind of what he told me, you know. It's a little bit one-sided though, you know, what someone tells you. But if you know, then okay, great. But I feel like your person may feel like I've been here before and here I am again. And I don't know. I feel like the energies kind of connect in all of these piles, to be honest. So if you were interested in the other piles, this is me saying, yeah, you may want to. But if not, don't, you know, just, that's completely up to you, what you felt, and that's what works, and that's fine. So really overall, it just, you know, when I look at all of them, it's your person just like, how did I get here again? Trying to put the pieces together, really trying to be logical. What's going on? Why do I seem to repeat the same relationship patterns? What is going on? Because when they're being honest, what's the one common denominator for them? Them. You know, they were in all those past relationships, not you, them. So they can't put the blame on you. They may have tried in the past. Maybe in the past they've blamed you, pile 3. Again, take what resonates. If it doesn't, that's fine. But I feel like for some people it will. They may have put that blame on you, but realizing with their past exes, you weren't there. They can't blame you for those relationships that didn't go right, for those relationships that went sour. That was them. They were that one common denominator in all of those relationships. And so they're trying to figure out why does this keep happening? Why? And they know that they want to fix things. They want to. And they realize that, you know, maybe for some of you, you're dealing with a player type energy. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's not really, who just wasn't serious about the connection, didn't really think too much of it. Maybe they were stringing you along. I mean, there's so many different scenarios, right? But they know that there was someone else that they chose and they broke your heart. And now they want to fix things. They don't want to just keep going in these circles. And I feel like for some of it may be that they're trying to heal and trying to make things better within themselves so that they can come back kind of a new person in a little bit of a sense. But knowing, you know, the sun, again, just saying, you are the person that brought so much happiness and joy, and yet how did they repay you? They stabbed you in the back, and now they feel all this regret because they're realizing, kind of just loops back over here, kind of like a cycle. Like, you know, it's them realizing that they were to blame, that they did this and they caused this separation, and it wasn't you, you know. And for a lot of you, there wasn't a third party on your side. It was your person. So, wow. I didn't intend to go this long with the tarot section. You guys know by now I've already tapped into the oracle cards. I'm just getting to oracle cards. So let's get to pile 3. We have the Runner. We have Share the Wealth. Whoa, 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 pile 3. We have Narcissist. So this is all coming together. All coming together. The Light Princess, Ungrounded. And we have the Magical Map Shifter. So the Runner. You can see how we were talking about the cycles. And so your person tends to run. They tend to run away. They have fear of intimacy. They have fear of being just feeling. They have a fear of feeling. They have a fear of just opening up to another. They rather listen to their ego, and that taps right into the next card down here, which is the Narcissist. And so you know what if your person is, well, I don't know. I didn't know my ex was a narcissist until after I broke up with, we broke up. And your person is selfish. Oh, these messages are hard. Hold on, let me drink some water. You have someone who's self-absorbed, who doesn't commit. Your person, their fear of intimacy, their fear of being vulnerable, feeling their emotions is what caused them to choose another person in the form of the 3 of Cups down here. Hence that World card with the cycles and them trying to make sense of it. Well, buddy, you need to freaking listen to your heart for once. That's what I would tell your person. You need to stop listening to your damn head and open that heart of yours and start feeling and allowing yourself to feel. But I feel like there's healing that needs to be done. And so I don't like seeing this card, because let me tell you, a narcissist relationship, if you are dealing with someone who is a narcissist and they're not trying to really change or anything, this would be a karmic relationship for a lot of people. The relationship I was in with a narcissist was hands down easily a karmic relationship. It's not fun. And we went around in circles. I mentioned it in one of the old pick-a-card readings. With the karmic, you kind of know, because your relationship goes in cycles. There's no growth. There's frustration, a lot more than if you guys were really truly meant to be. So you guys know how, because everyone has signs of narcissism. Okay, that's truth. However, there are people who just full-blown narcissists, like there's no coming back. So honey, if he's like full-blown narcissist and you know it, and you know he's selfish and he's not going to give to you, and you know, you could probably cry your eyes out. Trust me, I have, in front of a narcissist, and they didn't give a damn. I didn't give a damn. You could be begging for love and it won't work until they open their heart, and that's why they're the runner. So there's some healing that needs to be done. If you're, yeah, my heart goes out to you guys if this is a karmic relationship. I know usually I tap into like soulmate and twin flames, but depending on the level of narcissism, that's how badly it can affect your relationship. So if it's like, you just know it's I don't even know what like celebrity or movie character to identify or to call out. The only person I can even think of is like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast right now. So I'm sure a lot of you have seen that movie, so you kind of know that they're just in it for themselves. And if you know that, then you know what I'm saying here doesn't matter. But I feel like for some of you, for most of you, this is kind of an explanation of what. And really the thing is that we're taking a look at their thoughts. So I gotta like pull it back, right? I gotta pull it back to that question. What are their thoughts of you right now? I don't think this is about you, pile 3. They're not thinking that you're a narcissist. Now if you feel like maybe then that they are thinking that, then okay. I feel like for the majority it's not. I feel like they're becoming aware, like thinking so much like, why do I run away? Why do I keep, you know, just going in this like player and not really committing to anybody? And then the narcissist, maybe they're realizing how selfish they've been and how just one-sided all the relationships in the past have been, how they haven't really given to anyone in the past. And maybe you are that catalyst, pile 3, who really open up their eyes to this and realizing how just narcissistic they are, and not, you know, and it's not in a good way. This isn't any type of compliment whatsoever. And if you think so, then there's something wrong. I'm just gonna say it, you know. But and that kind of goes into share the wealth, which makes sense right now, because what I'm saying about being selfish, it's your person just take, 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 take. That's how it works with narcissists. When you're in a narcissistic relationship, you are, you know, the narcissist who's going to take, or you're not even like the girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever label. You are like the supply. What they look at is, okay, what can you give me? What can you add to my life? Whether it's financial, whether it's sexual, you know, whatever else, you know, materialistically, whatever that, you know, what happiness can you bring? And once they get that from you, they don't want to give nothing else. They'll just take, 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 take. They deplete you so fast. That's why I'm saying you cannot last in a relationship with a narcissist. You really can't. It doesn't last long. But your person is realizing, I mean, this is good, that they're realizing that they need to share the wealth, that they need to not be so selfish, that they need to give back, that they need to stop running away. Whew, pile 3, you guys have the deepest of the piles, trust me. Let's go to the light princess, ungrounded. And so your person is not grounded. We have the King of Swords over here, and that's what I feel it's connected to it, because they're thinking so much. And I feel like reality is hitting your person. It almost feels like there's been a tower or 2 or 3 to really recognize that they're a narcissist and that they've been running and that they've been selfish. That, you know, you don't get hit with that every day, you know. So I do feel like your person is very ungrounded at this time. Their thoughts are kind of all over. They realize you did bring them sunshine, but to be honest, even their thoughts are a little bit selfish right now, because it's kind of going back to them in a way. But I don't think it's like on purpose. So I don't think it's that, you know. I do feel like they just realize, like, wow, I'm really screwed up almost in a way. So the next card, we have the Magical Map Shifter. I was telling pile 2, I haven't used this deck in a while because any other tarot card reader will probably tell you there's certain decks that they really connect with right away and some decks that they didn't really connect with. And I feel like that one's this one. I didn't really connect with it too much. Now, it's not to say that it's a bad deck. I still love the artwork. I still think it's beautiful, but it's not like my favorite, and that's why you guys don't hardly see me use it on the channel or even in personals. I don't even think I have in a long time. But with the Magical Map Shifter, I'm probably gonna have to look at the book, because usually I can look at it and kind of get a hint of what it is, but this one I'm not. I kind of want to take a look at the meaning. Oh, I think if I read it, you guys will it'll make sense. So, and I think this will just tie it in perfectly. When the Magical Map Shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. So what was I saying? Pile 3, you've been that catalyst, and I feel like this is what this is talking about, this card. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety or success. So before I continue on with it, I do feel like you really woke them up. You made them see just how not perfect they are, and you are enabling them and giving them a chance to be better. I kind of feel like because of the Ungrounded card, this is still hitting them. This is right now energy, right? This is what I asked. I asked, what are their thoughts right now of you? And a lot of it is like you really opened up their eyes to how they act, how they've been with you. But not only that, you really made them reflect on their past relationships. Like, wow, now I understand why it didn't work out in the past with other people. And it says, pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The Magical Map Shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. And so applause to you, Pile 3, because whether or not you realized it, you really are the catalyst. You are making your person want to grow up, to heal these issues, to not be so selfish. You are the sun. You're like a unicorn to this person. You've really changed things, their perspective. I feel like they're still absorbing things, but I kind of want to see what's going to happen from here. Like, what's the next, I'm going to have to do another one, but to see. So it's a very deep reading for you guys, Pile 3. I want to stop here because I've already been like, like, I'm done talking. I don't feel like there's much else to say here. They do, take away, that they see you as their sunshine. You are very special to this person. You woke them up. You shook up the world. You probably are the tower moment. Let's be honest here. You probably are that tower moment who just shook them up and made them realize, hey, you're not as perfect as you think you are. You're a narcissist. You ran away, whether or not you told them, it could be different from person to person, and if you have, then they've really reflected on it, it seems like, because I don't know how you get to this point, right? How do you even acknowledge like how selfish you are? But your person does want to fix things. I feel like the healing is part of the Eight of Presents and wanting things to be better. They realize they've been unfaithful to you. They were just not loyal, and they want to change that. So that's where I leave it, Pile 3. Let me know if it resonates in the comment section. If it doesn't, this is a very specific pile. Just go to another one, and if nothing applies, nothing applies. I did forget to mention, I'm going to be doing a pick a card for what their current feelings are, but I'm doing that over on Instagram. So the link to my Instagram is in the description box if you guys are interested in reading that. And for more pick a cards, if you are interested in a personal reading, maybe this is like your situation to a T and you're like, I want more information, that the Etsy shop link to my personals is in the description box as well. But like, share, subscribe, you guys, especially if you watch more than one or two of my readings. Just subscribe already. It helps the channel. Thank you guys who support me when I go MIA. Thank you guys so much again. That is it, Pile 3. I leave it there. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye.